Why is the completion to listing ratio dropping in 2024? Back in 2021, nearly 7 out of 10 properties that were listed went through to exchange and completion. At the moment, it's only 1 in 2. Why do you think that is? Talk to me, Colby.
Well, look, I mean, we've been in this industry now for nearly 10 years. I think it was 2014 we started GetAgent. And as you know, we get paid on completion. So we're on the same kind of journey as estate agents with regards to managing that kind of listing to completion rate. And for the first 7 years of doing GetAgent, it was really sturdy to the point where we kind of just assumed and knew it would come in. And it did fluctuate a little bit, sometimes with seasonality, etc. But generally it was really sturdy despite Brexit, despite many things. But since COVID,
She's gone up and she's dropped back down.
Yeah, and actually, as soon as I said since COVID, I maybe questioned myself, because obviously we all know what happened with COVID, but it's since COVID that it's still not gone back to kind of a steady state. So every month we talk to our team internally about how many listings have come onto the market, how many completions are there in the market. And I found myself every month saying to everyone, look, kind of listing figures for the industry are actually still pretty good. They're still about the same. They're still about the same. They're still about the same. And constantly you're saying transaction volumes are down. And kind of they're 20% down in 2023 compared to 2022. And the reality is we've had a couple of years of just a very, very tumultuous economic circumstances. And I know kind of I'm stating the obvious, but the big thing for the industry, I think, and particularly for GetAgent, was the second half of 2022, people who decided they wanted to sell and people who decided they wanted to buy did so on an assumption about their future financial situation that just changed overnight with the mini budget. Interest rates which were already kind of on the way up kind of rocketed really quickly, and all of a sudden what they thought they could afford, they could no longer afford, and things started to fall through. And if I'm not sure if I should really share these numbers, but in terms of aborted pipeline for GetAgent, that cost us £1.5 million. And that would have been reflected across the industry of agents who were banking on money coming in, and it just didn't.
Yeah, we had fall through rates of 40% in back end of 22.
Yeah, and that's nothing to do with like GetAgent. We weren't in control of that, right? Agents are not in control of the fact that the buyer or the seller now can't afford to buy the new place because their mortgage rate has quadrupled, and that's really stressful. And even now, kind of one moment interest rates look like they're coming down, next minute kind of mortgage rates are going back up again, and you can just easily get into a cycle of people waiting to see. And as you said, the conversion rates as a result have gone down from kind of 70% of
50% now.
Yeah, and when we work in a no win, no fee, no sale, no fee environment, that is really, really detrimental to the business, because every single one of those listings still requires marketing. So look, kind of, I feel for estate agents, but also kind of we're in the same boat because we get paid on completion as well. So for many estate agents, we're taking that kind of risk for them. So yeah, I really feel for them on that. And hopefully, we've got an election coming up. Normally, elections can lead to more kind of waiting around, people sitting on their hands waiting to see what happens. But you could argue that it was disappointing that there were no big housing announcements in the recent budget. I think we're sitting here mid-March 2024. But in some ways, it's pretty good that there's nothing major kind of in the election with regards to property, because it just means that people hopefully just kind of crack on and get on with it.
Fantastic insight. Thank you for your time today, Colby.